Today I'm going to be making some Copycat Whole Foods Jumble Nut Cookies. Rachel sent me this recipe a while back and I'm finally getting to try it. So I'm going to go over all the ingredients right now. You need 1/4 cup unsalted butter, which is half a stick. You need 1/4 cup granulated sugar, 1/4 cup light brown sugar, 1 egg, and with that egg you're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. I have already put the vanilla in there, so that's why it looks like that. 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, and then in a bowl you're going to put 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and 3/4 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats. So you put those in a bowl and you whisk it together, the dry ingredients. And then in another bowl, you're gonna need 1/2 cup Jumbo semi-sweet chocolate chips. I bought the chocolate chunks because I couldn't find the ones that say Jumbo. And then you need 1/3 cup of white chocolate chips, and then you need 1/4 cup raisins. I just used these. And then you need 1/4 cup dried cranberries, and for that I just used these. And then you need 1/4 cup of slivered almonds, sliced almonds. They're in a bag like this. And then 1/3 cup of chopped walnuts. So those are going to go in a bowl there. So you have your dry ingredients here, and then you have your kind of your chunky ingredients here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have my KitchenAid mixer here. I'm going to mix the sugars and the butter together, and then I'm going to be adding the egg and the vanilla after. In this bowl, I have my salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, baking powder, baking soda, flour, and oats. And this is my attachment actually for my mixer, but it's small, so I just used it and I whisked it around like this. And so after you scrape down your bowl again from your egg and vanilla, you're gonna add that to this. This is almost all combined. So in your other bowl, you have your chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, raisins, cranberries, almonds, and walnuts. And you're gonna mix this on low until no more flour is visible in the bowl. Looks really good to me. No more flour is visible. It's all well incorporated. So now what you do is you chill it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. Okay, I have my cookie dough. It's actually been in the refrigerator for 3 hours because I got busy doing something else. That's okay, it doesn't hurt it at all. I have 2 cookie sheets with parchment paper. My oven is preheating to 350 degrees. And I have a cookie scoop that I'm gonna use, or it's about a tablespoon, and you're just gonna take this and you're gonna put 5 portions. This is actually really cold. What I'm doing, because that was so cold, is I'm gonna make it into a ball in my hands, and as it sits out, it will soften up a little bit. That's just what happens when it gets cold. And I might need to make these a little bit bigger actually. So that's what I'm gonna do until this gets a little warmer. I'm just gonna keep doing it like this. And they might, you know, maybe they're supposed to be a little bit, maybe they're supposed to be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure, because it only wanted you to put, the directions only wanted you to put like 5 on a cookie sheet. But I can't imagine these spreading out that much. I don't know. I'll put one more because I want to follow their directions. Because what you're going to do next is you're going to take the palm of your hand and you're going to flatten these out. And there's tons of stuff in there. Let me make this first one just a little bit bigger before I show you. But I mean, this is loaded with stuff, okay? So what you do is you take the palm of your hand, squish, squish, splat, and you're gonna bake these for 14 minutes. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing on my other sheet and we'll be right back. I didn't realize until I had already formed all my cookies out, this is only supposed to make 8 to 10 large cookies. So I've never bought cookies from Whole Foods before, so I didn't know. But that's okay though. I'm sure they're still gonna be full of stuff. But my, the way I did it, I got 15. So.
And they didn't spread a lot either. Once you made the size, that was it.
So once you put them in place, of course, if you're only making 8 to 10, then you probably wouldn't put more than 5. I could have put more than 5 on my cookie sheet because I made mine smaller. So, but they'll taste just as good. I'm sure they were supposed to be this big at Whole Foods, and instead mine are smaller. The preparation time is 2 hours and 10 minutes, but that's because you're prepping everything and then you're putting it in the refrigerator for 2 hours, and then the cook time is 15 minutes. That's per batch though. So total time 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's actually a little bit more than that, but you know, once you put it in the refrigerator, you can forget about it and go do something else for a while. So let's see how these taste. These are still warm, I will tell you. But there is like stuff everywhere.
Every bite.
You can really taste that cinnamon and nutmeg.
Mm-hmm. The first bite I took had a lot of chocolate in it. Mm-hmm. The second bite I took had, is it raisins? Mm-hmm. Had more raisins in it.
There's raisins and cranberries. Yeah.
That one had like pecans. Some kind of nut. It was probably a walnut then.
Walnut and almonds.
Yeah, it was probably a walnut. So really, it depends on what kind of bite you get. Mm-hmm. It's all good. It all goes together. The cookie recipe itself, the actual cookie tastes like a regular basic cookie. Mm-hmm. Chocolate chip cookie, no matter what kind of cookie, it tastes like a basic cookie recipe. Mm-hmm. Then it's all the stuff together. It's pretty good. It's a good cookie.
I just got a huge bite of walnut.
Yeah, I did too.
I love the flavor of that walnut. That is absolutely delicious. I'm going to tell you what though. I have a whole cookie here and I don't think I got any chocolate in it. I got white chocolate.
My first bite was full of chocolate.
I got white chocolate, but no chocolate chunk. Now, yeah, there's another, you have 2 or 3 more chocolate chunks than yours.
Here, take a lot of that.
And so it just depends, like Kevin said, on which bite you get.
Yeah, there's so much in it that you can't evenly disperse everything throughout the whole cookie. So yeah, there's too many items in it.
That's really good. Delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
Absolutely delicious. So thank you very, very, very much to Rachel. She's been asking me to make these for a long time, and I just have so many videos to do. You all understand that I just haven't had time, but I'm glad I finally made the time to make these. These are excellent cookies.
Good cookies.
This was a Copycat Whole Foods Jumble Nut Cookies. So if you're interested, I will type a link in the description below, and then you can click on that link and then you can print out a recipe just like I did. That way you're not trying to look in my video and say like, oh, what did she say? How much of this? How much of that? I'll link it, and that way you'll be able to find it and print your own, and it'll be perfect for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.